10, the number for perfection. I mean, think about it. That person's a 10, this meal is a 10, these videos by OwlBerry are a 10. Oh, thanks. But enough of my fantasies of being my perfect self. Instead, I want to talk to you about what is actually a 10. Hunter x Hunter, which coincidentally just released its 10th chapter back since Tagashi's return from hiatus. So, we're gonna talk about it. Oh. Yeah, I should be more specific and say this is the 10th and final chapter of this chunk of Hunter. There have been some statements suggesting that we might be getting more consistent releases, but that's still all up in the air. What we're here to talk about in this video is the very special 400th chapter of Hunter x Hunter. And yes, this video does have spoilers all the way up to chapter 400. If you're anime only or just haven't read it yet, I suggest you click off this video and onto another one of ours. Yeah, if you want to catch up, just know the last episode of the anime adapts chapter 340 of the manga. But before you do that, please remember to subscribe to the channel and come back to this video when you do catch up, as it really does help us out. Now, just for clarity's sake, I am going to summarize where we left off, just to make sure we're all on the same page. So, let's do that. It's time to duel. Hayley versus Shiyu. Two of the most notorious mafia families in the world are taking final action against one another. It would be a fair fight if the Shiyu didn't have the Phantom Troop on its side. Or would it? See, the thing that makes Hunter so special is how unexpected everything is in the moment and how well set up it is when you look back. This applies to everything from plot twists to character arcs to Nen itself. What we all thought would be a simple one-sided fight for Nobunaga, especially against a bunch of newbie Nen users, turned out to be a futile effort on his part. Now, in any other series, that would mean that these Hayley guys are way stronger than Nobunaga, but that simply isn't true. He was just at a severe disadvantage because he was unprepared and impatient, and the enemy team had constructed Nen abilities that can counter a blade. It isn't as simple as being headstrong and coming out the winner, and for his recklessness, Nobunaga loses his katana. The chapter ends with Nobunaga and his new best friend Hinri taking steps to finally end the mafia warfare. Will it go well? Probably not, but who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. So, that's everything you need to know for this chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Now that that's done, we can finally read chapter 400 of Hunter x Hunter. Let's do it. Hunter x Hunter, chapter 400. Nobunaga's lost his blade, they went to battle. All pretty dope. It seems that we're finally gonna get the final steps towards the gang warfare ending, at least between the Hayley and the Shiyu family. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. So Nobunaga has teamed up with Finks and Feldan. It seems like they're either up or down right from where they are. So they're going to try and take the downwards route. If it then recognizes that they're going further away, then they know that they're heading in the wrong direction. Makes a lot of sense. Meet Madovic, the amnesiac hitman. The only thing I can remember is how to wield a gun, but Prince Tyson still hired me. What the hell? I'm Himansei, the worldwide superstar. The prince is the only girl I've ever met to not know who I was. She even said I wasn't her type. Nobody's ever said that to me before. I'm Enzo. I'm actually Prince Tyson's little brother, but that's a secret only he and I know about. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm the renowned tutor, Yuga. Under my supervision, even a mud-eating ignoramus is guaranteed to get into their dream school. I am the Prince of Planet Mooney in this... What the hell are all these names? God damn. Ah, I see. The prince has all her employees roleplay as different characters, huh? Oh. Hey, don't spoil it. Saying that kind of thing is sacrilege here. They're not roleplaying, they've all been reborn. You're gonna be reborn too while you're here on the ship. Giuliano? I might as well just be speaking gibberish. What the hell? Don't you realize how distressing it is to keep a mother away from her child? Let me see her at once. It's completely unreasonable to lock things down like this. That's it. For now I need to do my best to convince everyone that Kacho is still alive. If I can see if we get to a suitable time, then yes, I'll talk. Just get everything done and get back to me. Unbelievable. Kacho, who, if you don't remember, she's one of the princes and she died tragically from like a thing inside the ship, some monster that we still don't quite understand. Maybe it's an end beast. Essentially, it murdered her and it made a perfect copy. But there's also another layer on top of this, which is for some reason the people are fully aware that she is now dead, even though it did make a perfect clone. So what the hell? I think I returned as a ghost in order to protect Fufu. This might be my guardian spirit's ability, but if Fufu can see me, then I have to drop out of the war. I don't want to cause her trouble by draining her aura. If I'm the source of her weakness, do you think telling her the truth would lighten her burden? I'll capitalize on the fact that everyone thinks I'm dead and the surrounding panic when they think I'm not. That said, I want to keep my death a secret from Fufu for now. This is so much. So people believe that Kacho is dead. She is technically dead, but she is practically a carbon copy of who she was, because ghosts don't exist in Hunter unless they do. I don't know. But the point still stands, she's practically a ghost. She wants to keep her death a secret, which is why her mother thinks that she is dead. She is dead, but you know, not she's still partially there, but she's there because of a protection thing. It makes sense, like I understand, it's just the layers of the politicking that's confusing me, because there's so much information jam-packed in this one chapter. And, you know, I'm barely even through. Oh god, why Takashi? I'm wondering, are we building up to Kurapika again? Please do not make it a case where the final panel is Kurapika and we're gonna have to wait and see, because I do not want that. Let's start with Melody's predicament. A total of 5 princes have requested a visit with you. Prince 3 and 4 both want you to perform for them in their private quarters. Princes 1, 5 and 7 have gone as far as to offer you amnesty provided you put on a show. The princes that understand Nen abilities have caught on to the fact that Melody must have been involved with the escape. If she is charged with aiding and abetting a crime, the penalty could be death. They're basically saying perform for us or we'll see you in court. That trick is quite a marvel. She's literally going through walls. Ghosts exist. Ghosts exist. I want to tell you something. I've got a massive, huge, game-changing news. It's my magic. I could only use it once a day before, but all of a sudden I'm able to use it as much as I like. Not only that, even if I'm by myself, I can still manifest the return door. I can only go back to where I started, but now I can keep investigating alone while you're resting. Your face looks off color. I'm good. I'm better than good. I am great. Also, the more I use my magic, the better I feel. It's like I'm overflowing with power. I can scout out all sorts of places and I'll get better and better at using it. Once I'm skilled enough, we can both get out of here. Melody's walking by with Fu. She looks insane. Is that her Nenbeast just latching onto her? That's so creepy and weird. Not good. Bugetsu's aura is dwindling so much. It's like she's using Zetsu. Those evil spirits are being drawn to her unstable heartbeat. What's happened? In just a few days, her life force has been whittled away so much. Why is her heartbeat so extremely debilitated? What's most alarming is I can't tell what's causing this change. There's no sign of any direct possession. Something this extreme should definitely leave a trace. The timing is suspect. It's likely that whoever is behind this is planning to use their meeting with me now to negotiate using her as a hostage. The third prince. I'm surprised the prince would visit me in person. I wanted to treat you with the respect you deserved. Last night's recital was absolutely splendid. I have 2 requests. First, I wish to hear that performance once more. Second, as a token of my admiration, I wish for you to hold on to something for me. Do you wish to accept his gift? Of course, it's just a little something I've made. A coin. Okay then, go to Kurapika in room 1014 and tell him everything. He's the only one we can rely on. We're gonna get Kurapika and it's gonna be the last panel. It's gonna be the last panel. Don't do this to me. I can already use Nen. After hearing the details, do you consent to the contract? I consent. We can skip the water divination. I'll join hands with the 5th Prince Tubepa. That's the end. Oh, damn it. Alright, so I'm gonna be honest. This was the hardest chapter to really read and get the information on. And it's probably going to be the hardest to edit as well. So I apologize if it came out as a tiny bit messy. I tried to make it as cohesive as possible. There's a lot of stuff here that's referring to stuff that happened 20, 30 chapters before the events here. So there's a lot of stuff to really recall and remember, and information to really compile and put them all together and, you know, divulge and break down and really discuss in great detail. There's so many interesting factors here. The politicking, the intrigue, the investigations, it's all so fascinating. It was really complicated, but it wasn't convoluted. It didn't feel like any information was just thrown out there. It felt like a bunch of stuff building up towards a greater reveal in future, which is really difficult to do and he did it so masterfully. For now, I just want to discuss Togashi and Hunter x Hunter in general. There was a special announcement made by Togashi and the editorial staff, and I'm just going to read it right now. Thank you for reading Hunter x Hunter. After discussions between Togashi-sensei and the editorial staff concerning his health, it has been decided that future installments of Hunter x Hunter will no longer be released under the same old weekly serialization model. Togashi-sensei will still pen the remaining story of Hunter x Hunter to its completion, with the help of the editorial team. However, the particulars of how and when these future chapters will be released will be clarified in a future issue of Shonen Jump. Once again, thank you for reading. So, if you're still partly confused about that, that's perfectly understandable because we don't even know the full information right now. The biggest assumption to be made is that it's going to be something along the lines of Chainsaw Man Part 2. Fujimoto basically has gone down this route of he will release whenever he needs to release, whenever he wants to release a chapter. And they can vary massively from page count to release dates and schedules and all that sort of stuff. It basically lets the creators have a lot more control of their day-to-day life. Now that is just an assumption, we still don't know the details, we're just going to have to wait. But it does give some hope that maybe we might be getting more Hunter chapters closer than we think. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Getting at least one chapter of Hunter is better than getting no chapters of Hunter. So if that's what we're gonna get 1 year and then maybe another year we might get 20, I'm happy. I don't care. I just want Togashi's work because it's so masterful. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I really want to say about this chapter and Hunter x Hunter. So much happened. So many interesting things. But a lot of it is set up and we're just gonna have to see how it pays off. Okay, so that's the video. And unfortunately, it does have to come to a bittersweet end. There are no more Hunter x Hunter chapters to look forward to next week. Obviously, I'm most upset that I won't have any more Hunter x Hunter chapters to read and analyze and geek out about. If you haven't guessed, I am a massive Hunter fan and it's probably my favorite series ever. So of course it's going to be hard to say goodbye to it, but that's one thing. The other thing I'm sad about is quite simple. I now need to think about videos to make every week. Ew. Before I could just rely on having Hunter chapters, but now I need to use this brain? Ugh. Okay, in all seriousness, I'm eternally grateful to Hunter, not only as a work of fiction that's inspired me both creatively, emotionally, and just, you know, helped in so many more ways than I care to explain in this little video here. But I'm also really grateful for Hunter giving me the confidence boost I needed to really commit myself to YouTube. I've got a lot of ideas that'll be rolling out soon, from deep dive reviews to anime manga news and some other couple secrets that I think you guys will love. Which brings me to my final point. What do you guys want to see from this channel? A lot of you guys came in as Hunter fans, but we're not really a Hunter channel. But I still want to know what you guys want to see covered on here, OwlBerry. Any suggestions, big or small, let us know in the comments below. So that's everything. If you plan on checking out our non-Hunter related videos, that would be greatly appreciated. But if you're only here for the Hunter stuff, that's totally fine. We'll see you when the next batch of chapters drop. Thanks a lot, guys. Oh, and Merry Christmas if you celebrate that, Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate that, and Happy Holidays if you don't. Bye.